Hey, Vince.
How you doing,
How are you, mate?
Thanks.
All right.
I'm
Get
keen.
undressed.
Keen as mustard, bro.
Get your bum bag off.
Bum bag. I was gonna wear
Gotta have that everywhere, don't you?
I'm gonna wear that on the table.
All right, let's get your face down. All right, what are we in for today?
Bit of a general, I reckon.
Bit of a general hammy,
Yeah. Do your best work.
lower glute.
Low glute and hammy. Sounds good.
Just what you bloody need.
It is.
It's what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
So hooking up right onto that sit bone straight away. The old reverse wedgie, so we've got good access to the lower part of the glute. It's all part of the necessary treatment. And then we're just, starting with confidence. So making sure that we're sinking in, not too much, but Ninja knows we're there. All right. Connect with that tissue. Feel if there's any tight spots in there to start with. Gives you an idea of where you might need to go with your deeper strokes or spend more time. And then we can just explore different angles, so I can push my pressure more across this way, see what it's like there, or I can come more back and push straight down towards the table. How's it feeling to you, Ninj?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Good connection. It's very strong. You know? Yeah,
Crushing his bones already.
Yeah,
Ninja always makes comment that I always crush his bones during a video.
Yeah.
Doesn't reckon I know my own strengths, but
You don't.
maybe he's just getting a bit soft in his old age.
Potentially.
Wouldn't be that. Wouldn't be
No,
that.
no. Hard as nails, I am.
That's all right. All right, then we'll get a little bit more wax so we don't pull his couple of leg hairs out. He's trimmed the legs up, but
Yeah.
still don't want to pull the skin too much. So again, just a bit of a broader gliding stroke just to spread some of the wax, but get a bit of a feel for what's going on in these hamstrings.
Good spot.
Yeah, I can feel little lumps and bumps that are tight spots as we work through, so it gives us good information of where we want to go back and focus on and target our work. Oh, and then a nice flick there. Then we might also do one, so that was more down the middle. Then we might do one more on the outside line. It's more that biceps femoris. So yeah, just a bit more of a general tune-up of the glutes and hamstrings, but yeah, we're also still aiming to do good work. And what we can do is we can actually come back with the elbow once we're happy we've done a few more warm-up strokes and we want to really connect in. You can sink in and push up into that sit bone. Hit those tendons.
Strong.
They can be pretty tender up here, so yeah. We're just going with what you can handle.
These ones don't get worked or get overlooked a bit
Yeah, that's
too.
right. Quite often you'll work the top part of the glute. But yeah, quite often the lower part of the glute here can get neglected or doesn't get treated as often.
Yeah.
Yeah, there can be some real gold, particularly with that sort of high hamstring. You might have been diagnosed with tendonitis or, high hamstring pain. Sometimes even referral pain can be coming from this part of the glute. So it's good to explore and get into it. And just work with the client and the person on the table, making sure we're checking in, seeing that's a good level of pain. That sort of therapeutic 7 or 8 out of 10. We don't want to be too intense where they're fighting us the whole time and feeling like it's traumatic. Occasionally you might have to hit a real sore spot, but we don't want the whole session feeling like it's, a battle.
Yeah. It's a dance, isn't it?
That's right. And we're just slowly working different angles there. Working my way across. Angling back in. Just looking for where the gold is. And we can sink out. We can also do it the other way. So if I want to perform more of a scoop, I can still hit the same spot, but this just flip my elbow around. This way I can start to actually work it down if I need. So pinning back in. Feel some twitching there through the glute fibers. And once we're happy we've cleared out that tendon, then we can start to do some long sort of gouging strokes through this hamstring. So again, hooking under that glute fold there. So that way we're going to ensure we're getting right at the top of the hamstring. So I'm sinking in and then angling back up. So I can really hit that tendon where it's attaching to that ischial tuberosity or that sit bone. Angling in there and just waiting. Sitting there with a little bit of weight. Wait until we feel like we get to the depth. And then I can just start to shift my body weight backwards. And that's already starting to perform a little bit of a scoop. And then we'll slowly start to move through. Just super slow. Feeling for those little nodules or hard spots or tight spots in the muscle. How you feeling through there, Ninja?
Yeah, good. Feels really good. Good connection. Therapeutic. Feels like it's really good for me.
Keep that same pressure the whole way down, not releasing. Going the full length of the hamstring. Make sure we clear it all out. And then we're going to slowly sink out of there. And then we'll go another one a bit more medial. Might get a little bit more wax just to make sure we get through. Same thing, sinking down, hooking back under that glute fold. This sort of treatment will be great for any sort of, high hamstring issues, repeat hamstring strains, even if you're struggling with calf issues. This can also be really good if you've got an anterior pelvic tilt. Sometimes your hamstrings can be stuck in a lengthened position, so this sort of treatment can help to unlock that and get some flexibility. So you might be trying to constantly stretch your hamstrings, but they might actually be stuck and tight in a lengthened position, so they might actually need some work to loosen them up, and then we can actually give you some exercises to contract and actually shorten those hamstrings. So a lot of the time people think hamstrings are always short and tight, but sometimes they can be long and tight and not actually allowing you to recruit the hamstring and actually contract it. So yeah, there's a few reasons why we could do this sort of treatment. Also, you can just do it as a maintenance flush for someone that's an athlete or goes for runs or plays any sport. Someone that trains in the gym. This last one we're going to hit is everyone's favourite, the medial hamstring line. So Ninja's going to love this one, I reckon. So we've got to sink in more from the inside here. It's going to be pretty tender, so I won't torture him too much. Feel like we've got a bit there already.
Yeah, just from squats a couple of days ago.
So he's hooking in, so we're almost getting a little bit of the adductor as well from this line. And yeah, it can be quite a sensitive area. So we're just taking our time. And we slowly work through. One last little finisher that can be a nice way to wrap up a little hamstring is just to get a little bit of an active, passive flossing type of motion here. So this is good for anyone that's getting back into, or they might have a sport coming up later in the week. So we can just get a bit of a flush. If we have done some deeper work, this just feels a bit nicer to finish with, and can just sort of help to calm the nervous system down a little bit, calm the person down if there had been a few brutal spots in there. But we can also feel if there's any little bit last bits that we might need to hit there. We can just pick up and go a little bit faster with this one. We're just feeling there. And I'm just moving with, as I'm lowering the leg, that's just allowing my stroke to move through there. So I'm just waiting, and then it's moving there. As I'm bringing the leg up, I'm staying connected, hooking in, and then just drop the leg, and that's what creates the stroke to move. So I'm not trying to force my way and push through the tissue. It's just whatever the actual hamstring and muscle itself is allowing me to go through at. How's it feel, Ninj?
Very good.
A bit more therapeutic and easier to receive this sort of...
Yeah. Go to sleep doing getting this, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Not many people say that on our tables.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, the deep work, you're not sleeping,
No, that's right.
You're fully present,
but
aren't you?
sometimes it's good just to, we don't, as I mentioned before, we don't want the whole session being brutal. We still want you to feel like you're leaving with some sort of, nice sensation. So,
therapeutic.
Whether it's this type of finish or, just something that'll help to calm you down as well. And then just finish a bit more on that medial line, because I felt there was a little bit there. Slowly going up. All the way up into that high hamstring tendon. Just a bit of pressure in there. Alright, so there it is, just a quick demonstration of a lower glute and hamstring comprehensive treatment. If you've got tight hamstrings, constant hamstring strains or tendonitis, this is the treatment you'll need. Thanks guys, see you next time.
Done.